The day I was born, the old family clock stopped ticking, as if time itself held its breath. It sat in the corner of our living room, a towering relic with an intricate face that seemed to watch us more than tell time. As a child, I would often ask my father about its silence, but he always brushed it off with a nervous chuckle, his eyes darting to the clock as though it held a secret he couldn't share. Life continued in the quiet rhythm of our small village until the day my father vanished without a trace, and the clock began ticking once more. It wasn't until then that I noticed the hands were moving backward, counting down to something unknown. In the weeks following his disappearance, the atmosphere in our home grew dense with an unspoken dread. My mother, usually a bastion of strength, became a hushed, ghostly version of herself, her gaze often fixed on the clock. Desperate for answers, I tried to research its origins, uncovering whispers of a curse placed upon our family generations ago. The clock, it was said, was a harbinger of fate, its movements tied to family bloodlines and debts that must be paid. The more I uncovered, the more I felt the clock's steady tick resonating in my bones, a countdown to an ominous destiny. One night, while sleeplessly wandering the house, I noticed the clock's hands had nearly reached midnight, though the hour was far from it. As I approached, the air around it seemed to pulse, a rhythmic thrum that matched the pounding in my chest. I reached out, compelled to stop the hands from reaching their final destination, but as my fingers brushed the cool glass, a deep voice echoed in my mind. It spoke of an ancient pact and a price yet unpaid, demanding a sacrifice to balance the scales. In that moment, I understood why my father had disappeared. He had tried to escape the inevitable. As the clock struck 12, the room plunged into darkness, and I felt an icy grip on my shoulder. The sensation was both foreign and hauntingly familiar, like a whisper from the past entwined with my very essence. The clock's ticking stopped abruptly, replaced by a deafening silence that wrapped around me like a shroud. I realized then that the countdown had not been an end but a beginning. In the pitch black, I heard my father's voice, distant yet clear, begging for forgiveness he would never receive. The clock had claimed its due, its hands now forever stilled, leaving me alone in the void, bound to a fate I could not escape.